Theft Auto 5 is a 2013 action-adventure game developed by Rockstar North and published by Rockstar Games. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Magnetize and today we are going to be playing, not exactly playing, we are going to be reviewing the game Grand Theft Auto 5 or GTA 5. It is the first main entry in the Grand Theft Auto series since 2008's Grand Theft Auto 4. I will be telling you the story of what happens in the game and my review on it. This is a new series and a new type of video I will be making. So please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos and like my videos. Yeah, I know, that was a pretty bad intro. Sorry. Okay, let's go. Set within the fictional state of San Andreas based on Southern California, the single-player story follows three protagonists, retired bank robber Michael DeSanta, street gangster Franklin Clinton, and drug dealer and arms smuggler Trevor Phillips. It involves their efforts to commit heists while under pressure from a corrupt government agency and powerful criminals. The game is played from either a third-person or a first-person perspective, and its world is navigated on foot and by vehicle. Players control the three lead protagonists throughout single player and switch among them both during and outside mission. Now let's move on to the story. In 2004, Michael Townley, Trevor Phillips, and Brad Snyder partake in a botched robbery in Ludendorff, North Yankton, resulting in all three being presumed dead. 9 years later, Michael is living with his family in the city of Los Santos under the alias Michael DeSanta after making a secret agreement with the Federal Investigation Bureau (FIB) agent Dave Norton to stay hidden. Across town, gangbanger Franklin Clinton is working for a corrupt Armenian car salesman and meets Michael while attempting to fraudulently repossess his son's car. The two later become friends. When Michael finds his wife sleeping with her tennis coach, he and Michael chase the coach to a mansion which Michael destroys in anger. The owner of the mansion, drug lord Morton Madrazo, demands compensation. Michael returns to a life of crime to obtain the money, enlisting Franklin as an accomplice with the help of Michael's old friend Lester Crest, a disabled hacker. They rob a jewelry store to pay off the debt. Meanwhile, Trevor, who now lives in the squalor on the outskirts of Los Santos, hears of the heist and realizes it was Michael's work. Trevor had believed that Michael was killed in the Ludendorff heist. Trevor tracks Michael down and reunites with him, forcing Michael to reluctantly accept him back into his life. As time goes on, the lives of the protagonists spiral out of control. Michael's criminal behavior prompts his family to leave him. He becomes a movie producer and comes into conflict with Dave Weston, a billionaire, venture capitalist, and corporate raider who attempts to shut down his studio and vows revenge after Michael thwarts his efforts and inadvertently kills his assistant. Franklin must rescue his friend Lamar Davis from rival gangster Harold "Stretch" Joseph, who attempts to kill them to prove himself to his new gang. Trevor consolidates his control over various black markets in Blaine County, waging war against the Lost Outlaw Motorcycle Club, several Latin American street gangs, rival meth dealers, private security firm Merryweather Security, and triad kingpin Wei Sheng. Having broken his agreement with Dave by committing the heist again, Michael is coerced by him and his superior agent, Steve Haynes, into performing a series of operations alongside Franklin and Trevor to undermine the International Affairs Agency (IAA). Under Steve's direction and with Lester's help, they attack a convoy carrying funds intended for the IAA and steal an experimental chemical weapon from an IAA lab. As Steve comes under scrutiny, he forces Michael and Franklin to erase evidence against him from the FIB servers. Michael takes the opportunity to wipe the data on his activities, destroying Steve's leverage over him. Eventually, Michael, Trevor, Franklin, and Lester start planning a greater heist, raiding the Union Depository's gold bullion reserve. By this time, Michael reconciles with the family. However, Trevor discovers that Brad was not imprisoned, as led to believe, but killed during the Ludendorff heist and buried in a grave marked for Michael. Trevor feels betrayed, causing friction within the group and threatening to undermine their plans. Meanwhile, Steve betrays Michael and Dave and they become caught in a Mexican standoff between the FBI, FIB, IAA, and Merryweather. Trevor aids them, feeling that only he has the right to kill Michael, and agrees to perform the Union Depository heist and part ways with Michael afterwards. The heist is successful, but Franklin is then approached separately by Steve and Dave, who contend that Trevor is a liability, and Devon, who wants retribution for Michael's betrayal. Franklin has three choices: kill Trevor, kill Michael, or attempt to save both in a suicide mission. Should Franklin choose to kill either Michael or Trevor, he seizes contact with the man he spares and returns to his old life. Otherwise, Michael and Trevor reconcile and the trio withstands an onslaught from the FIB and Merryweather before going on to kill Cheng, Stretch, Steve, and Devon. The three protagonists cease working together but remain friends. Franklin is played by Sean Fantano, Michael is played by Ned Luke, and obviously Trevor is played by Stephen Ogg. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it is pretty trash, my voice. I'm so sorry for that. I'm gonna be making more videos like this.